What's up, y'all? Chris. Thought I'd give some quick, brief post-fight thoughts on this weekend's action. Rather than do it separately in videos, just do it together, and label it off my old podcast, radio show, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, first up, the Deontay Wilder-Bermane-Stiverne fight. It's a good fight. Entertaining fight. Definitely didn't go the way I predicted, Didn't go the way most people predicted. I think the fact that it went the distance was the most surprising thing of all about the fight. But, it was a entertaining fight, at times exciting, but more than anything else, it was a compelling fight to watch. Early on, it looked like Wilder was going to get Stiverne out of there when he dropped him at the end of the second round, I believe it was. But Stiverne hung in there tough. I mean, he took a hell of a lot of big shots throughout that fight, man. Showed either that he's got a heck of a chin, or that maybe Wilder doesn't hit hard. Obviously he does, but maybe he doesn't hit quite as hard as his record would lead you to believe. We'll see, as his future fights take place. But good fight for him. He didn't get exposed as many people thought he would. He did take some hard shots throughout the fight, so he showed that he can get hit and he's not gonna, his chin's not gonna shatter. At least it did in this instance. And Stiverne showed that he was worthy of holding the title that he had, even though he only held it for one fight. But it was a fun fight though. The seventh round, man, you gotta give it up to Stiverne for getting out of that round. Wilder hit him with everything he had in that round. I mean, he beat the shit out of him, but Stiverne somehow hung in there and made it to the distance. Granted, by the 12th, he was pretty much had nothing left. But considering all the shots that he had absorbed, got to give him credit for just making it to the final bell, in my opinion, at that point. But good win for Wilder, and I think him being the champ is good for the division. He's got an entertaining style, he's got personality, and when he fights, there's always going to be that, is he going to knock someone out, or is he possibly going to get knocked out type of intrigue. So, I don't think he's going to be fighting Vlad anytime soon, or I don't think he should, but, you got Jennings out there, even though he's fighting Vlad next. Tyson Fury, Steve Cunningham, I know he probably won't fight him, but he was saying he'd be interested in that fight on Facebook. I think it'd be an entertaining fight. I think Fury's way too big for Cunningham, but there's a lot of names out there. So either way, I'm looking forward to Wilder's next fight. Don't really want to see a rematch with Stiverne. Not saying Stiverne couldn't beat him, but I don't know. I think I already saw that fight, and I think it would pretty much go the same way unless Wilder can get rid of him. But go in for Wilder. As far as on the UFC tip, just quick thoughts on the main event and the co-main event. First up, Cowboy Cerrone getting a split decision win over Ben Henderson. I'm a fan of Cowboy. I picked him to win this fight, but I gotta say I disagree with the decision. I thought Benson did enough. It was disappointing to watch, man. As a Cowboy fan, I'm like, man, what is going on with this guy? He just didn't look himself. I don't know. Maybe he did come back too soon. He just couldn't get in gear, so to speak. Or maybe Benson Henderson really doesn't have his number. Either way, I thought Benson was quicker to the draw with kicks, with punches, landed more powerful shots, and Cowboy just couldn't get his offense rolling like he usually does. After 3, I thought Benson clearly won the decision, in my opinion. It was a competitive fight, but I thought Benson did enough to get the decision. I was pretty surprised that Cowboy got it on the scorecards, although there was a couple questionable scores on that event. But even Cowboy looked a little bit in disbelief when they announced the decision, so that pretty much speaks for itself. But either way, it's a really good win for Cowboy and a really bad loss for Benson Henderson. So good fight, though. Not as good as their first fight. Better than their second one. But I think these guys, their paths probably should cross down the line again in another 5-round fight as opposed to a 3-round, so we can see who really is the better fighter. As for the main event, Conor McGregor, making quick work of Dennis Seaver. Not as quick as he anticipated, but got it done. Around the time I figured he would, second round. Was in full control of this fight. Pretty much picked Seaver apart at will. One thing I like about McGregor, very aggressive. Very aggressive. Doesn't take a lot, doesn't back up much. At least hasn't been forced to. And always looking for the finish, going for the kill, And talking a lot of trash in between there as well. It was a non-competitive bout. Showcase bout, as I said, the predictions for McGregor, and he did what he needed to do. And after the fight, jumped out of the cage, tried to get in Aldo's face. Aldo, dude is no fear at all, just smiled and was kind of like, really? You want this? But that's going to be next, unless someone gets injured. Conor McGregor against Jose Aldo. Looking forward to that fight. Conor McGregor, did he earn the shot? I mean, did he earn it more? Does he deserve it more than, say, Frankie Edgar? No, probably not. But he did what he needed to get the shot, and can't really knock him for that. You can knock the UFC for that, but you can't really knock him for that, for getting the shot by just going out there winning fights and garner enough interest to be in this position. I am looking forward to that fight though, but I don't know, man. I haven't seen enough of Conor to think that he could win, but I am looking forward to it regardless. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Oh, best fight of the weekend I thought that I saw. I don't recall the guy's names, but the first fight on Showtime. It was a couple of undefeated guy, 15 wins, 15-0, 14 KOs. Good fight. You didn't see that. I don't remember the guy's name. So one guy fights for Don King. That's all I know. Anyways, that's it for now. Thank you to the information for all as always. Science Binds podcast, blog, whatever you want to call it. Till next time, I'm out.